Okay, so what you're gonna need this morning are a set of weights, a strap of some kind. We're gonna use it to stretch at the end. Sometimes I use a scarf if I don't have a strap. And then I'm gonna use a yoga block. But if you don't have a yoga block, you could use a pillow or something. I'm gonna give you guys some options to either stretch your chest or stretch your hip flexors. I'm feeling a lot better today than I was last Saturday. And it's kind of inspired me to start the class the way that we're gonna start it. Because the reason that I had a hurt back is I've been doing so much walking that my hip flexors, so they're these muscles here, got short, which turned my pelvis forward, right, which shortened my back muscles, and that's how I hurt my back. A lot of us, I see like my whole neighborhood out walking right now, we're walking a lot, and walking is great, except for it predominantly uses these hip flexor muscles, right? And if we don't spend enough time stretching out those muscles, we can hurt ourselves. Secondarily, people that are like neck and shoulder issue people, you're probably like watching Netflix until you're at the end of Netflix, right? Or working from home on your computer. So you're in this position where you're rounded forward, okay? When your body's rounded forward like this, these muscles, these are your pecs, they become short and tight. When your pecs become short and tight and you try to reach your arms up, your arm is restricted in its motion because these muscles are short and tight. So that's how, you know, if you've ever woken up and been like, oh, my shoulder hurts, right? Or my neck hurts, it's because you're trying to get range in your arm, but the muscles in your chest are short and tight. And these two areas, right? So our hip flexors being tight and our pec muscles being tight are the two places where 90% of injuries occur. And it's why we get hurt shoulders, why we get hurt back and hips, why we get hurt knees, okay? So if you don't have a block, you can use a pillow. If you are someone like me who struggles with like kind of wonky hips and a sensitive low back, I'm gonna suggest that you set up in the hip flexor stretch, and I'm gonna set you guys up first because hip flexors take a longer time to relax. So if you have a yoga block, I put it on the medium setting. If you do not have a yoga block, take a pillow and fold it in half. So you don't want it to be thin like a pancake. You want to fold that thing in half. And then you'll bring your feet right underneath your knees. Squeeze your butt. That's really important. Lift your hips and then slide the pillow or the block underneath you. And then once you get set in this position, you'll bring one foot to tabletop and then the other. Hug one knee in, extend the other leg long, and then you'll gently lower your leg down. And when you get your leg down, you want to give a squeeze of the butt cheek of the extended leg. So in my body right now, I'm hugging my right knee in, and I have my left leg extended. So I'm squeezing my left butt cheek. When we engage our butt, it naturally relaxes our hip flexors. And most of us have asleep butts because we don't use our butts. When you walk forward, you use your hip flexors, not your butt. So unless you're like mindful of using your butt's not going to turn on. Okay, so that's for the hip flexor people. If you're more of a shoulder person and a neck person, oof, my abs have like turned off. Okay, you either grab your yoga block or you have your pillow and you fold that sucker in half, and the block of the pillow is going to go right behind your shoulder blades, and then you're going to let your head fall to the floor. Your arms can either be out like a T or out like goalpost arms. And for me, because of what's happening in my body right now with pregnancy, I'm actually tight in both areas, right? So my belly is making me round forward, and it's also tilting my pelvis forward. Not everyone is pregnant, I know that, but all of us have some sort of issue, right? Like a low back thing or a chest thing. So pick your thing. My hip flexor people, stay there a couple more breaths, and then we'll switch sides. And my people in the chest opener position, just start to breathe. And then wherever you are today, whether you're working on opening the lower half of your body or working on lowering the upper half of your body, see if you can start to really oxygenate through the area that you are starting to open. I talked about this in my yoga sculpt class on Thursday. Where oxygen goes, blood goes, and where blood goes, healing goes. Right? Humans only use 10% of our brain power. So that's 90% of our brain power that we don't access. If you just think about breathing into an area, that will help send oxygen there and blood there. Just by thinking about it, like consciously thinking. Then blood goes to that area, then healing goes to that area. People who are working on hip flexors, let's switch it up. So you'll bring your bottom foot in, and then extend the opposite leg out. Oof. My left side's way tighter. And then you'll notice if you've got one side that's tighter than the other, right? Unless you are dealing with a significant side-to-side injury, so like for me, it's always the right side of my back that goes out, do both sides, right? But if you're like, it's always my left hip that hurts, if your right hip flexor feels super tight and your left hip always hurts, you might want to focus on just stretching out the right hip flexor. And if you're like, what the hell, I don't know, do both sides. And then if your eyes aren't closed, bring them to closed. And we'll take about 4 more breaths like this, just breathing into the tense spot that you're working to open. Notice if you're clenching your jaw or scrunching up your face. One more breath, guys. And then my hip flexor people, you'll plant both feet. My people with the block or the pillow behind your shoulder blades, I'm gonna have you guys rock over to one side and come to a fetal position. And then press into your heels, squeeze your butt if you're a hip flexor person, roll your pelvis down. And then my people that are in the fetal position, I'd like you to roll back onto your back now. So we're all on our back. All of us have our feet planted. Take your palms out like a T, and you'll start to move with your breath. Inhale, knees drop to the right, come to center, and then let your knees fall to the left. And you can move at whatever pace feels good. You just want to start to get your body to move in this side to side point. We'll do 1 more in each direction. And then bring your knees to center, hug your knees in. This should feel really good on your low back for all of us. And then make a little circle in one direction. And then you'll make a little circle in the opposite direction. And then you can either rock and roll front to back of the mat or rock to one side and come up. And I'll meet you guys in tabletop. And when you get to tabletop, spread your fingers really wide. Make sure that your palms are under your shoulders. Curl your toes under, pull your abs in. You want nice, tight core. Inhale, and as you exhale, float your knees. And as you inhale, drop your knees. As you exhale, float your knees. I'm going to have everybody start like that. So even if you're somebody who likes to really go hard, I want you to start inhale, drop, exhale, lift, right? So this is the first time that we're really getting into our core, and I want you guys to be warm. We'll take about 5 more like that. 4 more like that. 3 more. 2 more. Now everybody hold your knees lifted, and then if you want more, you'll switch your shift to the right, and then shift to the left. And you want to try to keep your hips really stable. So it's like your hips are sliding back and forth across the horizontal surface. What you should feel are your obliques, those are your sideways muscles really fire up. We'll take about 20 more seconds like this. Notice if you're touching your chin, lift your chin, relax your neck. You've got 10 more seconds here, guys. 5 more. 4 and 3 and 2, and then drop your knees. Listen, keep your abdominal engagement. Take your right leg back behind you, and then start to make circles with your right leg. So you'll notice I'm not letting my back move here as I circle my leg. My back's staying really stable. I want you to just try to circle through your right hip joint, and then reverse the circle. For me, I feel this in my outer glute. And I'm really just isolating through my right leg because my abs are in and my back is still. And then you'll switch that up. The right knee drops down, left knee lifts, and you start to take those left hip circles. And again, I'm not wobbling my back all around. Everything's really stable. And just isolating to the left side. And then isolate in the opposite direction to reverse your circle. And when you're ready, drop both knees down, curl your toes, inhale. Exhale, lift your knees, hold it, take a breath in, and then shift your hips up and back. Now when you get there, guys, shift up, pedal out through your heels. You should feel a big stretch up your hamstrings. Keep your fingers spread wide, keep your neck relaxed. And then press both heels down. If it feels good in your body to bend your knees, do it. Re-pull your abs in. Then take a couple deep breaths in, deep breaths out. 2 more, inhale, and exhale. Last breath here. Let it go. On your next inhale, take your gaze to your palms, float your heels, bend your knees, step your feet to your hands. So here, take your feet a little wider than your hips and then just dangle your spine a little up. And then when you come up, bring your feet hip bone width apart. Little soft bend in your knees. Reach up with your arms and then keep your knees bent as you exhale and fold. Sweep your arms back, reach up, inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, sweep your arms back and fold. We'll take one more, just kind of bringing movement through our spine. Now reach up, take a rest, side bend up and over. Come back to center, side bend in the opposite direction. One more time in each direction. Last one like this. Now come to center, bring your hands to your hips. Try to make everything tight, start to circle one arm. And then you'll circle that arm in the opposite direction. And then you bring the opposite hand to your hip, opposite arm circles. And notice I'm not opening through my body. Everything is stable. I'm really just circling my arms. And then circle in the opposite direction. Nice, guys. And then both arms. Try not to let your ribs split. And then opposite direction. Now reach up, inhale. And as you exhale, you'll forward fold. When you get down, take a halfway lift. You squeeze your glutes, squeeze your abs, squeeze your shoulders, and then exhale, fold. 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Last time here, guys. Inhale. This time as you exhale, plant your palms and you'll step back to a high plank. Drop to your knees, inhale. And then lower belly, chest, chin as you exhale. From here, press into your feet, squeeze your butt, and you'll rise up cobra. I'm going to come a bit because it doesn't focus in my body today, but you're going to take 3 cobras. You'll inhale, rise up cobra. Exhale, lower your chest down. One more like that. Now everybody sit back, child's pose. The toes touch, knees wide, palms extend ahead of you. Send your butt over to the right. Take your right hand on top of your left hand. Breathe into the right side of your body. Come back to center. Drop your hips to the left hand on top of right hand. Come back to center and to downward facing dog. On your next inhale, gaze goes to palms, heels float, knees bend, feet go to hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, you fold. Squeeze your butt, circle out and up, rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart, do it again. Inhale, exhale, fold. Take a halfway lift, inhale, and then plant your palms, step back, high plank. You can either lower to the ground through cobra or make your way through your version of the vinyasa. All right, guys, inhale, gaze to palms. Float heels, bend knees, exhale, feet to hands. Lift your chest halfway. Exhale, fold, squeeze your butt, rise up. Hands to your heart. One more, Surya Namaskar. Inhale and exhale. Heart lift halfway. Plant your palms, step back through your version of a vinyasa. That might be stepping straight back to downward facing dog. When you get to down dog, take a couple of breaths in, couple of breaths out. One more breath, guys. On your next inhale, take your gaze to your palms, heels float, knees bend, feet come to hands. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale and fold. Squeeze your butt, circle your arms out and up. Bring your hands to your heart. Step open to a wide turnout. So if you've got pretty open hips, you can do heels in, toes out, and a vertical squat and lift. If you feel like your hips are tighter, turn your toes in a little and you'll come into a sumo squat, right? So a really wide set sumo squat. So again, you're either all the way turned out vertical, right? Or for tighter hips, toes are in a little and you draw your chest forward. It's doing the same thing, right? You're getting your inner thighs, your outer thighs. Yep, if you want more, hands come to your heart. Even more, arms come overhead, right? You can take hands behind you if you're hinging your chest forward. All I want you to do is start to activate your butt. Inhale, exhale. Start to activate your abs. Yeah, you guys look great. Those of you that I can see, Jane and Carissa look great. Nice, Jovi. Awesome, Jan. I see Susan's foot. Nice, guys. Keep breathing. You got about 10 more seconds like that. Just doing your best work. 5 more. 4 to go. Here's 3. Here's 2. Last one here. Everybody turn your toes to face center. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, fold. Plant one palm down, reach the other palm up. It doesn't matter which. Come back to center. Opposite palm down, opposite palm up. Back to center for a halfway lift. Let it feel good. Exhale, fold. Turn your toes to face the front of the mat. Plant your palms, step back. Move through your vinyasa. So we're going to come up for a little cardio burst from that turned out position. From downward facing dog, inhale, gaze goes to your palms. Heels float, knees bend, feet come to hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Squeeze your butt, circle your arms out and up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Bend down, pick up your weights. This might be my second favorite of all of moves. Heels in, toes out, or your toes are slightly forward. Either one of those options work. Weights to your chest this time. You'll add a little squat with your weights. Okay, if you want more, you can do this as I am. You can do this with a hinge. You're just gonna tap your weights. Tap your weights. So now we're getting full body involved, right? And again, you can do this vertically, so you have options. Even more, it's down and up. And then you're just gonna let your heart rate rise, guys. Wherever you are, you're not rounding your back, okay? So you're either tapping straight down vertically, or you're hinged, but your back is straight. Whew. Nice, guys. I can barely breathe, so I hope that this is working for y'all. Okay. I'm glad it's all women on the screen. I didn't realize it's frosty. All right. 10 more counts and we'll do a little punching. We haven't done that in a while. 5 more. Here's 4. 3. Here's 2. Get low, weights to your chest. Take little squats, look forward. Lean back, kick forward. Lean forward, kick back. Now you're gonna add a punch. As you kick back, punch forward. As you kick back, punch forward. So you got a little kickboxing. You're moving from front hand to back foot. Yeah. Good. Oh, good. Nice, guys. Really squat in the center. You got like, I don't know, let's say 20 more counts. Yeah, good. 10 more counts. You guys have 5 more. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. Back to center. You squat, come up. So again, option 1, option 2, option 3. Then we'll face the back. Down and up. Inhale, exhale. Make sure you're pulling your arms in. Yep, you've got 20 more seconds and then we'll punch at the back. 15, guys. 10 more. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. Start little squats at the center. Look to the back of your mat. Lean back, kick forward. Lean forward, kick back. If you want more, as you're kicking back, punch forward. If you want more, you pick it up. Woo. Okay. I feel my left hip doing something weird now, so I'm gonna pause. But you keep going, you guys are killing it. 10 more counts, guys. Here's 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. On 10, you're facing center. Feet are hip bone width parallel. Knees are soft. Palms face up. Calf raise, bicep curl. Calf raise, bicep curl. Yeah, if you're people that have different weight levels, you can grab the heavier weights because we're going to be working kind of upper body stuff. I'm not someone that has that. You would think I am, but I'm not. Good, okay, if you want more, elbows come away from you. Woo, I'm doing my calves a lot. I'm gonna quit that. I'm one of those people that if I lift weights a lot, I get like really bulky and hate it, so. You keep doing the calf raises though. We'll take like 8 more like this. Exhale and inhale. Whew. 5 more. Oh, the sun's coming out. 4 more. Here's 3. Here's 2. Last one here. Separate your elbows wide. Drop your heels if you were taking that calf raise. It's a combo. Overhead press, pec press. Overhead press, pec press. Don't worry, guys. We're only doing 8 more of these in each direction, so you don't necessarily need to grab lighter weights. Notice, guys, every time you bring your weights in, you should pull your abs in. So as I bring my elbows to me, I'm thinking flex my obliques. You can see it right here on my obliques, right? So it's up, flex obliques. So I make everything about my abs. You have 3 more. 2 more. Up and in. 1 more here. Up and in. Bring your weights to your chest. Inhale. Hinge forward. Separate your weights. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Plant your palms. Step back. Vinyasa. So we're going to switch to some lower body work again. Find your down dog. All right, party people, I am not going to do this, so I need you to listen. Reach your right leg high. Exhale, right knee to your left tricep. Take a twist across your body. Inhale, up and back, down dog split. Exhale, right knee down the midline to your nose. Shoulders are over wrist. Pause. Inhale, up and back, down dog split. Exhale, right knee to your right tricep. Pause there. Right knee to right tricep. Listen, move nothing in your body. Just take your right knee to your left tricep. So you take it across your midline. Now right knee back to right tricep. Now right knee back to left tricep. So you're holding tight and you're just moving your knee side to side. We're going to do 3 more each time. You should really feel your abs. 2 more. Last one like this. All right, bring your right knee to your midline. Plant your right foot. Drop your back knee down just for a moment. If you want more, grab your weights. I'm not going to do that, but if you want more, grab your weights. Make sure front right knee is right under front or right over ankle. Back knee under back hip. Weights come to your hips or hang by your midline. So you lift up for 2 and down for 2. I'm gonna come out of this because it's not great for my back. So you're doing a 2 count lunge, down and up. Down, yeah, and up. And you're just having weights at hips or weights hanging by your side. So we're gonna do 2 counts down, then 1 count, then 2 counts again. So the goal in your lunge is to work your quads, your outer glutes, and your butt cheeks. You have 5 more. I just want to isolate legs. We'll come back to arms. 4 more. Down for 2 and up for 2. It's slow. It's down, down, up, up. Down, down, up, up. 2 more that slow. Last one here. Okay, now I want you to hold your back knee low and then just down and then tuck it in. Down and then tuck it in. So you're never really coming out of the lunge, guys. You're moving the knee the tiniest bit. I want to burn out both quads. 5 more, we'll slow it down again. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Hold it low. Now take those 2 counts again. So it's up 2, down 2. So this should feel a little bit like a break from that 1 count because you're going to come out of the lunge a little. Keep breathing. Keep your chest back, shoulders right over your hips, abs are in. It's down, down, up, up. Down, down, up, up. You have 5 more, guys. Up, up, 4 more. Down, down, up, up. 4 to go. Keep breathing. Make it really controlled. Like I want you to stay in a little box of control. 2 more. It's down, down, up, up. Now hold it down, listen. Pick up your weights if you haven't picked them up. Everybody hinge forward, straighten your back leg. Everybody, you pull weights in, kick weights back, bring weights in, lower down. So you pull, hit, bring it in, lower down. Now you're really gonna start to feel that right outer glute. That's the point. You pull in, kick back, bring it in, reach down. Pull, kick, bring it in, reach down. 5 more and we'll hit your tricep. 4 more. You guys have 3 to go. All right, now hold the pull in, hold the kick back. Shift your weight forward so that you either lighten the weight on your back foot or float your back foot. Up, hold. Up, hold. So your weights lift, up, hold. Up, hold. I know that right butt cheeks burning out. Take 5 more and we'll hold it. 3 more. 2 more. Hold the top inhale. Exhale, both feet plant. Weights come together like you're holding a beach ball. Pull back. Pull back. Pull back. Every time you bring your elbows back, squeeze your abs, guys. 5 more. 4 to go. 3 more. 2 more. Hold your weights together. Flip the heads of the weights to face each other so palms face you. Now pull back again. Pull back again. So the first time your palms were facing up, now your palms are facing you. It targets a different part of your back muscle. You guys have 5 more wide rows. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Hold the top. Option to elevate your heels. Tiny pulls. Back, back, back. Keep your abs in, guys. Yeah. You have 8. Keep breathing. So nice, guys. You have 4, 3, 2. Drop your heels. Stand up. Inhale. Exhale. Separate your weights. Halfway lift. Plant your palms. Move through a vinyasa. So the good news is you only have 2 legs. The bad news is we have that whole lunge series coming on the left side. Take a couple big breaths in and out. All right, when you're ready, inhale, left leg rises high, pause. Exhale, left knee to your right tricep. Inhale, up and back, down dog split. Exhale, left knee down your midline, shoulders over wrist. Yeah, Susan, just like that. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, right knee to your left tricep. Don't move. Now listen, hold your plank. Take your left knee to your right tricep. Left knee to right, left tricep. To the right tricep. To the left tricep. Nice, guys. 3 more, your pace, but don't rush it. 2 more. All right, step your foot between your palms. Back knee drops down. You do not have to get your weights. This is optional. So you can either grab your weights, bring them to your hips, or let your weights dangle. Front knee under front ankle, or front knee under front ankle, back knee under back hip. Start slow. It's up 2, down 2, up 2, down 2. And you guys notice my range. I'm not like going all over the place. It's controlled. Down 2, up 2. I'm probably moving less than 2 inches. Here's what I want you to think about. You squeeze your outer butt cheeks. You squeeze the shit out of your back right quad. You're pressing a lot from your left hamstring. That's what propels you up. 5 more, down and up. 4 more, down and up. 3 more, it's down and up. 2 more, you guys. Now you hold the bottom and it's just down an inch and up an inch. I gotta come out of it. Down and up. Down and up. Yeah. And I want you to feel the sensation in the front of your leg for sure. 5 more. 3 more, guys. 2 more. Now hold it low. It's down, down, and up, up. Down, down, up, up. And again, you stay in that little box. Use your breath. Try to stay out of your head by staying in your breath. When we're moving slow, I know it sucks because you're like, I want to get this over with. You build strength here though, right? This is where you get stronger when it's hard. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Hold it low. Bend down, grab your weights if you don't have them. Hinge forward, right? And then once you get to that hinge position, elbows are long. You pull in, kick back, bring it in, reach down. Pull in, kick back, pull it in and down. Abs are in, hips are level. Bend, kick back, pull it in, reach down. Bend, kick, pull it in, reach down. Bend, kick, pull it in, reach down. 5 more. You guys have 4 to go. 3 more, use your breath. 2 more. All right, this time you hold them in, you hold the kick, lighten the weight in the right foot. Maybe you float the right foot just 10 times, weights lift, hold. Weights lift, hold. Weights lift, hold. Notice if your shoulders are rounding forward. Try not to let that happen. Weights lift. Weights lift. 5 more. 4 to go. 3. Here's 2. Hold the top inhale. Exhale, feet down. Lower your weights. Roll your shoulders up. Last thing to your triceps. Weights go back. Palm slip up. Palm slip down. Palm slip up. So you're just rotating through your shoulder joint, right? And notice I'm not flailing my weights around quick. This is slow. Articulate the action with control. 3 more each direction. 2 more. Now you'll hold your palms up. Press and lift up. And up. You're only going to 16. You're already at 4. 5. Repull your abs in. You're 6. Almost there, you guys. You're halfway. Get your weights a little higher, a little longer. Pull your abs in more. Chin is up. Last 4 each direction. Last 3. Last 2. Hold the in, hold the up. Inhale. Exhale, weights to chest. Woo. Big breath in. Separate your weights as you exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. And then plant your palms, step it back, vinyasa. Once you're in down dog, take a couple breaths. All right, guys, on your next inhale, take your gaze to your palms. Close your heels, bend your knees, sweep the hands. Take a halfway lift inhale. Exhale, fold. Squeeze your booties, rise your bodies up. Hands to your heart, bend down, pick up your weight. Okay, so we're gonna make this one kind of fun. I'm kind of sick of like traditional cardio. So option one, you're just gonna stay right here. You can notice I'm starting to switch my hips side to side. That gets your obliques. If you want to take this up another notch, we're going to take this into the hacky sack. It's pretty fun. All you do is lift the foot. It feels very Jane Fonda. So you can stay like this, and notice I'm doing a little tricep kickback with my weight. Right? So you can take it single leg, then switch. Takes a little coordination. Right? Or alternate your hacky sack. So you switch and switch, switch and switch. So you're either just kind of hopping side to side, or you take it into that hacky sack. Yeah. You got 30 more seconds. Jane, I love you trying that out on the Bosu. I would fall off if I was on the Bosu. But I love you trying it. Good, guys, 20 more seconds. Good. 15, yeah. You guys look good. Make sure you're getting that extension if you're taking that hacky sack. Yep. 10 more, guys. There's 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Feet are hip bone lift, start to squat. Back. So option 1, you're here. Option 2, it's down, up, down, up. You don't have to go to the floor. I'm just hitting my knees with the weight. If you want more, modified burpee. You step back, step up, reach up. I'm not even gonna try a full burpee, but you can. I can't handle it. I can barely get out of bed anymore. All right, guys, good, yeah. Oh, I love it. You guys are inspiring me on this gray morning. Jan and Joby, yes. Yeah, Catherine. Awesome, 30 more seconds. Get it, Carissa, yeah. Yes. 10 more. Don't stop, pick it up a little bit more, why not? You like totally chose to do this. 5 more seconds, guys. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step it up. Let's take some side steps. And then we're going to come into one more round of squats. They're fun. At least I think so. So if you had it with weight work today, you can set the weights down. If you want to work your arms more, keep your weights, and I'll give you an option. So we're going to take a little curtsy side lunge here. So you go right foot back, squat at center, left foot back, squat at center. Right, so there's a little turnout in your curtsy. The form doesn't need to be perfect here, as long as your butt's back. And again, with your weights, you just get more biceps, more triceps. Yep, and don't worry about the pace. You just did cardio. The intention here is to lower your heart rate in an active way. You've got about 15 more seconds, guys. Here's 1. Here's 3. 8 more counts. You have 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Step to the top of the mat. Weights to your chest, inhale. Separate your weights, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, step it back, vinyasa. So we're going to be done with the weights. One more standing round on each side, but it's going to be yogi feeling, like a big stretch. Inhale, reach your right leg nice and high. No shenanigans, step your right foot between your palms. Back knee is high. Reach your palms up, you're in a crescent lunge. Exhale, shift your body weight forward. Arms come back. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, shift your body weight forward. One more time. Inhale, really squeeze your left butt cheek. And exhale. Now listen to this one. Inhale, reach up. Take your right hand to your left side. Squeeze your left butt cheek. Take a little back bend. Inhale. As you exhale, open up goddess pose. You'll swing your palms nice and high. Exhale, hands to your heart one more time. Exhale, now bring your hands to your thighs. Drop one shoulder down. Inhale, center, drop the other shoulder down. One more time each direction. Last one here. Turn all 10 toes to face center round. You can take your hands to your low back and give yourself a little massage here. You can also clasp your hands and take a chest opener. Unclasp your hands, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, turn your toes to the front of the mat. Second to last vinyasa. All right, people, last standing round, left leg rises. Exhale, step your left foot between your palms. Back knee is high, rise up, crescent, inhale. Exhale, hinge forward, hands come behind you. Inhale, rise up. This puts together all the stability we've been working on in your legs. One more inhale. And exhale, now listen. You'll inhale, reach up. Exhale, left hand reaches for right butt cheek. You lift up, take a little back bend. One more breath, reach your palms up, inhale. Exhale, goddess pose, heels in, toes out. Good, reach up, inhale. Exhale. Two more. Last one. Hold it well, hands to your thighs, shoulder drop. Press your knees back as you twist side to side across your body. Last one each direction. Woo! All right, guys, you'll stand up, star pose, inhale, turn your toes forward, fold, exhale. It might feel good to bring your knees a little side to side here. Again, you could take your hands to your low back. I love this, the little massage. You could clasp your palms. Both palms under shoulders, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, turn face to front. Last vinyasa, guys. And then when you make your way to down dog, shift forward, high plank, and drop to your knees. And then our lunges and all those squats got our butts pretty low today. What I want to do to just kind of like finalize the burnout, we did a lot of external rotation. I want you to grab your pillow or your block, stick that sucker between your inner thighs. You're on your back, heels are underneath your knees. Options with your hands can face down. Arms can reach up into space, right, if you want more. Wherever you are, listen, pop your heels up, walk your toes a little closer to you. Now I want you to lead with your tailbone as you roll your pelvis up. Drop your rib cage first as you roll it. You lead with your tailbone to come up. Drop your rib cage first as you roll it. We're just going to kind of spinal articulate, probably just 8 times. This is number 4. And then we'll hold the top. There's 5. So this gets inner thighs, hamstrings, base of your butt. 2 more. All right, hold the top, tiny presses in. So you're squeezing your pillow or squeezing the block. Now it's in, lift up, in, lift up, in, lift up. 5 more there, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. Hold it in, just lift up, up. Keep going, guys. Up and up. Second to last thing, hold the top and little squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your butt. Up, up, up. High, higher, higher. Up, up, up. Four more here, guys. It's up, up, up 1. Up, up, up 2. Up, up, up 3. Keep squeezing the block or the pillow. 2 more. Hold the top, okay? Now get your butt as high as you can. Squeeze the block like crazy, full range. Butt down, butt up. Butt down, butt up. So you're really, really squeezing the whole time. You might feel your calves here, you're squeezing so much. Butt down, butt up. Inhale, exhale. You are going to 20, you're 8. 10 more, guys. Down, up 1. Exhale on the way up. Don't let go of the block. Re-find your butt connection. Down and up. Down and up. 5 to go. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. Hold the top. Huge breath in. And then exhale and lower all the way down. Okay, abs. And we're out of here. So you either have the pillow or the block between your thighs. You'll take the pillow or block out from between your thighs. Press into your heels, squeeze your butt, roll your hip up. Slide the block underneath your sacrum. So what this does is it just elevates your pelvis. It makes the floor work a little harder. When you're ready, 1 foot to tabletop and then the other. Knees right over your hips. 1 foot drops down, bring it up. Other foot drops down, bring it up. If you want more, arms come up. Even more, you do this with straight legs. Right? So it's not about pace here at all. It's about the quality of the movement that you're doing. You can also do both legs at the same time. That would just make extra weight. You guys are about halfway there. Let your whole upper body relax. Just really work on targeting those deep internal abdominal muscles. 20 more seconds, guys. 15. 10 more. Here's 1. 3, 5, 7, 9. Final 5, guys. Here's 4, 3, 2. Bring your feet to tabletop. Big breath in. Big breath out. Last thing for your obliques. You're going to do this with bent knees or straight legs. Bent knees. Toes tap towards the right. Bring your knees to center. Little lift of your hips. Toes drop to the left. Knees to center with your hips. Or you do it with straight legs. Toes drop right. Bring your knees to center, hips up. Toes drop left. You're doing these little rainbow side to side, either with bent knees or straight legs. Because your hips are elevated by the block, you should be able to get a little more like in the work because you have a longer way to go down. So there's more gravity fighting against you. Nice, guys. You're like 20 to 25 seconds in. You're going for a minute, and then you're totally done. Halfway there. Redraw your ribs in, re-lift up underneath the belly button. That's it. 20 seconds and you're out. 15. 10 more. Here's 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Final 5, guys. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees to tabletop. Set one foot down and then the other foot down. And then just let your sacrum rest on the block with your feet grounded for a moment. I kind of think it feels good to wiggle a little bit side to side, just kind of like shift my hips side to side on the block. And then when you're ready, we're all going to come into that hip flexor stretch that we started class with. So you'll have one knee into your chest, and then the other leg extends long on the floor. And then I'll show you. Oh. So if you're not there yet, you'll go here. When you're ready, slide your bottom foot up and in, and then you'll switch it, opposite leg lowers. And then make sure your lengthened leg, you're squeezing that butt cheek. So if your right leg is long, squeeze your right butt cheek. If your left leg is long, squeeze your left butt cheek. You might find that when you squeeze your butt cheek, your foot elevates a little bit off the floor. That's not wrong or bad, you just really need to stretch your hip flexors. If your foot can't comfortably relax on the floor, your hip flexors are tight, man. And if you don't have a problem because of the tight hip flexors now, good, but you might later. Couple more breaths. And then when you're ready, we'll all plant our feet. Give your sacrum a second to rest on the block again, just because it was a little wonky. And then you'll squeeze your butt cheeks, lift your hips, roll your pelvis down, set your block or your pillow to the side. Grab for your strap or your scarf, or a pair of jeans would even work. And then loop your foot into the strap. If you don't have a strap, hands can thread behind your thigh. All the strap does is it gives you a little bit more leverage. And then we're going for a hamstring stretch here. And I think everybody who chose to show up for this class this morning is somebody who chooses to show up for their bodies in general. So from here, I'm going to give you guys options, and you're going to use your own intuitive nature about your body to decide what you're going to do, okay? You feel like you've got a tighter IT band, tighter outer thigh, tighter outer hip. Your band comes into your left hand, and you let your leg kind of slide to the left across your neckline. If you're like, no, I could be in that stretch all day, my inner thighs are tight, then the strap comes to your right. Right? And you're just gonna breathe there. So you're either getting your lateral, meaning outer hamstring a little bit more, or your medial, meaning inner hamstring a little bit more. And if you're like, I don't know, do both. When in doubt, stretch it all out, man. Man, I should put that on like a Pinterest quote. When in doubt, stretch it all out. All right, come back to center. And then we'll switch. Left foot up. And then make sure you take a second to start just in that regular hamstring stretch. And you might notice this. For me, as soon as I put my left foot in the fan, I'm like, wow, my outer left leg is tight. That might happen for you just being at center. You might be like, whoa, I feel my inner thigh just being at center. That's a good place for you to go, okay, I know where I'm going to go on the next stretch. If you circle your foot, I'm also circling my foot right now, it also will give you some information, because like if you circle internally and you feel a huge stretch externally or external, thigh sore, anyway, blah, blah. Okay, now you're gonna pick your stretch. Either your lateral hamstring by taking the strap to the right, or your medial hamstring by taking your strap to the left. Medial means inner, lateral means outer. All right, bring your foot back to center, guys, and then get your strap, knees hugging to your chest. You can either take child's pose on your back, is what I'm doing, or you can take happy baby pose, and you'll just rock a little bit side to side, kind of breathe across your low back, and then big hug of your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze, and then you'll find your Shavasana. So your legs are long, your palms can either face up. Palms face up is an energetic gesture of giving or receiving. Or you bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And then I just want you guys to ground. If you guys are anything like me, you're probably like, oh my God, when am I going to be able to go back to doing stuff? It's so easy to get trapped in this thought process of like, I want to go, I want to do, I want to go, I want to do. I was laying in my bed last night talking to my partner, John, and we were both like, you know what? The pace of life has just become like so insane. And the fact that we've all kind of had this weird summer vacation is not a bad thing. Life gets quiet before things explode. And a lot of times we go, oh my God, it's so quiet, I can't deal. That's a time to rest before you like hit it hard. So maybe for the next week, right, we're coming out of this period of isolation. You really, really, truly embrace smelling the flowers, like legitimately find a flower to smell on your walk. Try to look back on the past 6 to 8 weeks and go, oh my gosh, this positive thing happened. Because when will be the next time that the whole world says, you know what, pause. If Shavasana is serving you today, please feel free to stay here, guys, and think a little bit more deeply. If you're ready to go on about your day, though, start first by deepening your breath. Then bring gentle movement into your limbs. Then you'll rock to one side and bring yourself to a comfortable seat. And then when you're in that comfortable seat, close your eyes, bring your hands to your heart. Give yourself a moment to feel the positive effects of the movement that you just did. Feel a sense of gratitude for the right now in your body and in the world. One more big breath in all together, guys. And then give your bodies out. Nice job. Make sure you check the schedule. Starting May 4th, the whole live streaming schedule is different. Some stuff is the same, but a lot of stuff is changing. because the club is prepping to reopen. So some of the times are different because there are going to be times that exist when the club reopens. And when the club reopens, I think there's going to be either 30 minutes or an hour between each class. So some classes that normally were 9:30 are now pushed to 10. So just look at the schedule. This Saturday time slot is staying the same. And when we go back into the club, it will stay 10 a.m. So it won't be 9:45 anymore. It'll be 10 a.m. If you like my class, starting next week, Thursday, I teach bar Thursday 10 a.m., yoga sculpt Thursday 5 p.m. So the Thursday class is moving. It's not 9 a.m. on Thursdays anymore. It's 5 p.m. yoga sculpt. But again, whether or not you like my class, check the schedule because I was like, whoa, when I looked at it. So just check. Have a good week, guys. Thank you.